Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, I did do a few things in between the episode, just housekeeping stuff, like chop some trees down and put some more traps down. We didn't have enough trees or enough lumber for all the traps that we need, so we're going to have to wait for some of it to respawn, because I don't really want to use my power to make the trees spawn a little quicker. Plus, there's a lot of things to do today on this episode. So I am going to finish putting up unable. Oh, because I gotta wait to put the first one down. Now I did make this a 3-level or a 3-tier Tesla tower, and I did put down more walls, or not walls, but doors here, so that hopefully they won't just fly down here to the corner and start beating on it. They may fly underneath it, and if they do that, the best I could possibly do would be to put some hatches down here on the bottom. The problem with that is it will be within striking distance of the guys walking down here and in the way of the ones that are too long, and so that's not really ideal. If I had known these bridges were this weak to be able to just kind of fly underneath and do that, I probably would have put these bridges one more higher, because as you can see I do have a little space up here, and then I would have put hatches underneath it, and it would have been completely sealed off, and they would have to break through the hatches to get to it. But because this is the way I have it, I kind of have to just deal with that, and hopefully we can get it to work. But I think with 2 of the towers here, it's going to destroy these guys fairly quickly. And I put some fences down, some iron fences. This will slow them down dramatically as they walk, allowing my Tesla towers plenty of time to sit there and shoot them before they even get close enough to being within range. So that's not too bad there. Now over here on this side, I went ahead and changed the door like I said I was going to. I put that steel door in rather than just the iron door. I did expand the fences a little bit more, causing them to slow down. And we do need to put more traps down a little bit further out this way, but there's a decent amount there. But of course, as the creatures spawn, they constantly get rid of the traps we already have. So whether we do it now or in a little while, it's not really that big of a deal, because we're going to have to do it regardless. So we can come down here real quick. I think this is where we're going to come and get some stuff. Let's put a portal down right here. We will get this coal, because again, we still need a lot more coal. I used pretty much all of it, if you guys remember, on making the bars. And I haven't made anything with those bars yet, but other than the Tesla towers, which took a little bit of gold and a little bit of silver to make. So this is what we're going to be trying to do, is replenish a little bit of that. And there's tons and tons of silver down here, actually. You can see it just going everywhere in this direction. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to replenish some of that silver. We do need to put some more lights down. Let's put a light here and a light there. Put this here. The lights, they seem to help out quite a bit just for maintenance, really, because these little dudes, these little leaf guys, who actually do attack when you attack them, but it's so negligible that the attack they give you, you're not even going to notice, which is why I never really did. And it was one of our viewers who actually let me know that, telling me that they do attack, but it's not really anything to be worried about. Unless your guy is on the verge of dying anyways, you probably never ever see just how little they get hit. But if you are pretty low, keep that in mind, that could be a thing, that you might end up dying. But again, if you're that low and you're out here hunting, there's probably something wrong anyways, and your guy's probably gonna die. Chances are he can't sleep yet because your house is broken or something like that, which happens quite a bit at the beginning of the game when you're still trying to make sure your house is secure and all that other stuff. So Fisher's Book increases the speed at which fish are caught, and we won't really use that too often. No, we're taking that down. We don't want to chop that. Let's put some more lights down right here. Yeah, some people love to give all their guys something different, and I see the point behind that. I see the benefit to doing that. I've never really gotten too much into the other stuff, like harvesting and climbing, or not harvesting, that's not one of them, but climbing and doing cooking and stuff like that, mainly for the fact that I don't really do those too often. I don't really have a task for them to mess around with those skills, so I don't really see putting points into it. Now, if I have the books, which I actually have quite a few of, in fact, we need to put another portal down. That's what they're doing wrong. We don't have a portal. I actually have quite a few books where I could give them that skill, especially since some of them already have that skill to start with. And I've seen people do that and then goes all the way up to like 100. I've seen it even go past 100. They have like 110% in their skill, which is pretty cool. I haven't gotten any of my dwarves up to that, not even in mining, because on this level they just keep dying so much. On the previous levels, that was not really a thing. I didn't really have to worry about them dying too much, especially once I got up to like iron armor or whatever. I think that was sufficient for me, but holy crap, there's more over here. Okay, well, we're gonna have a decent amount of silver for a little while. Probably not a long time, because again, silver does go pretty quick if you want it to, but it always is nice to get more, so we're gonna grab that. And this does, you know, illuminate a little bit more of the map that we hadn't seen already, so that's a good thing, because that's kind of what we were trying to do anyways. We're trying to find some more guardians in areas that we haven't gone off and explored. Do we have enough scaffolding to get up there? Maybe. Yep, we sure do. Let's grab that. And we will put a light right there. Stop that. We don't really want to chop that. We'll go ahead and pick this up, and then we will put some lights over here. Again, the lights are just my way of remembering that I've come over here and that I've checked the area out, and there's really nothing over here for me that I really want. I don't know why they won't put one down here. They should. And there's some more coal over here, so we should probably head down in this direction. Get some of that coal. A little bit more over there, so we'll go over here and grab that. I will have to pick up some of this scaffolding pretty soon. There's some iron over here. Don't really need the iron. Man, there's a lot of resources on this map. A lot more than the previous ones. And if I had, you know, gone off and explored a little bit more, I think we wouldn't really have been running low on the resources we were earlier on in the game. Let me go ahead and pick this up with our little minions, because there's just tons of resources all over the place. And then we will put a portal piece right here. And where was that iron I was just looking at? There it is right there. Oh, wow, look at all this coal. Okay, well, we're getting all of that. And then we are going to make some more weapons. We needed to make 2 more of our what do you call them? The mage staffs, the wizard staffs. We need at least 2 more of these, and we're out of ore. Can we make some more? Yes, we can. 11 more. There we go. So we were just waiting on the coal there for a long time, which is why I was going crazy on it here, because it kind of sucks to have the mithril and not the coal. Like, coal is a low-level thing, and to be holed up on that kind of just is mind-boggling, that you have the hard-to-get resource, but not the easy-to-get resource. And so that's kind of why I was concentrating on that a little bit more than probably I should have been. But when you need it, you need it, and when you don't, you kind of still want to get it, so that you're not too worried about it later on down the road when you really do want it. And I've seen some people, they go way, way overboard on like getting all the wood that they can possibly get, so that they don't ever have to worry about harvesting wood again. I guess that's one method to go about it. If you like, you know, chopping wood down for like an hour and a half. I kind of like taking a break from doing any one thing for too long. So I'll do, you know, building a house for a little while, you know, an hour maybe, and then stop, and then I'll collect resources for a little while, maybe wood and water and things of that sort. And then I'll stop collecting resources and start constructing stuff, and then go back to the house. You can kind of do this little rotation, take a little break and go off and do some fighting or whatever. There's a lot of things in this game that you have, that you can do, you know, like I just mentioned, all those fightings and the harvesting and the crafting and just tons and tons of things that you can concentrate on at any one given time. So it kind of lends itself to not getting burned out on one thing if you just kind of rotate through that stuff. And we need to get some more wood there, because we're going to run low on our torches, especially as we explore a little bit more. So let's put some of the portals down here so they can get here a little easier. Definitely want this coal now that we're finding more gold, because we're going to have to make more gold bars. And it does look like there's an opening down here. Hopefully, maybe a guardian. You know, I'm kind of looking for a guardian, kind of hoping that we'll find one. If we're going to have any luck at beating this level without having to come back and play it, we need to find at least 3 more guardians. And we're running out of space on the map to find them. So if we don't start finding some more here pretty soon, it may end up being that there's just not 3 more on the map, and there's really only 1 more on the map. Because we have fought 4, but we only got 2 portal pieces. We didn't get one from either or of the guardians that were in the pyramids. And so I'm not sure if you were supposed to get one off of there. I haven't actually watched anybody else's Let's Play fighting over there in the pyramids other than seeing them break through the rocks, and that's kind of where I stopped because I didn't want to spoil the level for me and for you guys as we go through it. Increases the speed at which fish are caught. So I'm still kind of blind to what you're supposed to expect from that. But I'm hoping for the best and still expecting the worst. Let's grab this silver over here. I actually wasn't going to mine over here in this area. I found a nice little vein down on the bottom that had some gold. And these guys are stupid. Stop falling down before you kill yourself. Let's see. You guys are picking up everything over here. It's just, yeah, you guys are fine. I love these little minions. These minions, I didn't use them very much in the beginning of the game. You know, the first couple of levels. But now that I see just how long they last and how, you know, beautiful it is to have those guys helping your minion, or not your minions, but helping your dwarves, it really is an amazing thing. Wow, look at all this gold, or not gold, but coal and silver. Man, where were you earlier? This is what I needed. Let's go ahead and grab all this. Ah, I have more coal. Okay, well, I'm going to have a decent supply of coal for a while. Let's come down here and grab that. We do need to start putting some more torches down. It's very easy to forget the torches, because as long as you have people running around down here and you have portals up, the light is there. And, oh, this guy's going to fall really far. How much is his health? Well, it's a good thing he had full health, because he took a pretty big hit there. But he did find a nice little... and you fell down too, didn't you? You guys, you just love doing that. And I can't really blame them all too much, because I told them to dig underneath the block they were standing on. I didn't realize they couldn't move off to the side, so a little bit my fault. I should direct these guys a whole lot better for the most part, but this is going to be fine. This is going to be a nice little chunk of gold. Not enough power. Let's chop that down. We'll use a little bit of our power potions to help them out. Put another... We'll actually put another one there. It may cause this guy to come down. Nope, I guess it just wasted a little bit of it. I was trying to get this guy to realize that there is a portal a little closer by than this one up here, but I guess that's going to be fine. We're not really in too big of a rush to get this stuff. Now, I did hear from one of our viewers that in the early days, when the sand fell down on top of your guys, it would suffocate them and kill them. I think that's a cool aspect of the game they should have kept in. I think it's kind of unrealistic that the sand falls on your guys and they're perfectly fine with it. It doesn't really do anything to them. Jeez, this is a lot of gold. Okay, you're stupid. You just came down here and, you know, basically killed yourself, and you didn't do anything, which I think is what his purpose was. I don't think he wanted to do anything. It's like those guys who shoot themselves in the foot to get out of warfare or whatever. They were just looking for a way out. And, you know, if he wants it that bad, so be it. You know, if he really, really wants out, I'm not going to force him. I'd rather keep him alive than have him kill himself just to stop working, which is exactly what he was doing there. Let's see. There's a little bit of coal there. I'm not going to go after that. Let's go after this gold. Man, there's tons of gold. Okay, well, now that I don't need gold very much, other than for Tesla towers, now they're giving me plenty of it. And as I get further down, that's where I'm going to find my mithril. I hope we can find a huge vein like this of mithril, and I can give all my guys mithril armor. I haven't been able to do that on any of my playthroughs yet. I haven't been able to give them all mithril armor and all mithril weapons. I've always been short at least a little bit on that, so it's going to be pretty cool if I can get it to actually work on this playthrough. Let's actually get the stuff that I want. Let's put some lights over here. We can open it up and see what's there. Get rid of the scaffolding. Don't need that there. And I don't really need cobwebs. You don't really use cobwebs for very much. I figured at some point in the game they were going to come into play and you're going to need a whole bunch of them, and that's why I was keeping the spiders around for a long, long time. And it just never happened. So I don't know if they're going to integrate something into the game later on down the road that allows you to kind of take advantage of that. But at the moment, not too much. Not a whole lot you can do with that. We're going to put a couple more minions down here to help out and gather some of those resources so they don't have to do all the work themselves. You know what? We're going to risk it because I don't think we're too far down. We're going to put some scaffolding there. That way when they break through this, they don't have so far to fall. They're still going to fall pretty good deal. In fact, let me see if I can take this guy over. Let's see if I can chop it from here. That way he doesn't have to be on it when it falls. And I can just let the scaffolding fall down myself. Otherwise, they would jump down on top of it because they can't do the chopping from 2 blocks down. They actually have to be on top of it or close to it within the proximity to actually to chop. And we are out of torches. So I will let them finish doing their stuff they're doing down here. And I need to come over here and tell some of our guys to chop some more trees down. Let's see. We have any wood up here we can chop? It's pretty slim pickings on here. I don't really want them to chop that. Let's come over here. Any wood? A little bit. I'll get that. What about over here? A little bit more. A little bit here. And a little bit over here. So I'll put a portal right there. And we'll throw some minions out here. Probably a little soon for the minions. But there was some wood I saw along the path, like right over here, where they had previously chopped some trees down and they didn't pick it up. And you don't really need a lot of wood. I think it's 1 piece of wood for every 3 torches. So that should buy me a little bit of time while they're still chopping the rest of that stuff down. And I can continue doing what I'm doing over here for the most part. Let's see, where are they at? Make sure you guys pick up everything. A little bit of more gold over here. What about over here? You guys are doing fine. Holy crap, more gold. Ugh, I should have come down here a whole lot sooner, to be honest, guys. I feel so bad that we didn't, and we were sitting there waiting for all that stuff. Let's do this. 24, that should be good. Put some torches. You know what? We need more torches over here and down here. Holy crap, it's really dark down here. Let's put some more scaffolding. That way they don't fall down as much. Because they still do. Even when you put the scaffolding down, I've still seen them go out of their way to fall down in the weirdest spots. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I favor so much scaffolding a lot of the time, especially when I do digging like this. Miner's Book increases at speed at which blocks of earth and rock are excavated. You know, when you have that extra little safety net, then when your dwarves do end up falling down and getting hurt, it doesn't happen as often, and therefore you can continue digging a lot longer. Now, I do have quite a few potions, which definitely help with the longevity of my dwarves. When they get really low on life, they tend to use those potions for the most part. They don't always, but for the most part, they're pretty good at using it. And I know that has saved my dwarves bacon more than once, just having that ability to kind of use those potions and refill their life. I think what it does is it doesn't give them like a straight boost of life. Like they don't go from like 1 heart to like 3 hearts overnight. What it does is it increases their regeneration a whole bunch. And so they're able to sit there and take more hits while their life goes up. Because I've done that when, if you guys watched the episode where my dwarf got left behind inside the pyramid and all the other guys just abandoned him like he was, carrying the plague or something like that. It was pretty heartbreaking to watch, but I used the potions on that guy several times, and what ended up happening is his life didn't slowly regenerate, it quickly regenerated, but it wasn't just, boom, he had full life again, which is maybe what you would be expecting with a health potion. In some games, that's how it works. In this game, it's just one of those slow methods of doing it. Is there going to be a piece over here? I don't know. We'll go over there and check that out in a minute. I guess I can take this scaffolding down. I don't really need it there. I kind of want to know what's in here. There's a picture, a painting. So let's chop that down. We may find a guardian in there, although I don't hear the growling like you normally hear in areas like that. Ooh, we're about to get one of our visits. Where's he going to go? I've only ever seen him go sideways. I've never seen him go up or down. But we'll see. Maybe he will surprise us. He's going to go off in a direction I can't even see right now. Ooh, look at all that gold, iron. Oh man, that is nice. That is a nice little run. Keep going, guy. Keep going. You can do it. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Let's do some minions, because that's a lot of resources for my guys to pick up. Did it just... There we go. Wow, it just froze on me there for a second. I guess it was too much for the computer to handle with so much on the map right there. And there's more gold, man. More gold. I can't keep up with it all. We'll take that down. We'll grab that while we're at it. Can they not get up here? They not have any... They can climb. They can climb up the wall. I don't understand why they don't want to come over here. Let's put a portal just to be a little bit easier on them. Come on. I don't know why it does that on some of the items every so often. It just reds out on me like it can't get to that location. That's usually what it means, that it just doesn't have a way to reach it, not enough scaffolding or whatever the case is. But there clearly is, you know, plenty of space there. Whoa, look at this. This is funny. There's a little fireplace with a chair and a little picture. And they're telling me that this is randomly generated. This does not look randomly generated. This looks like somebody planned it out. It's pretty cool. I like the way that looks, actually, but that completely looks like it was, planned out, and there's something to it. So I don't know. We'll have to see if it is, randomly generated, or maybe they throw. I think this is the same area I was just in a minute ago. Yeah, this is where I was gonna come, where this gold was, and kind of work my way up. But I guess it's a good thing I worked my way down, because I got so many resources over here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this, because for whatever reason it doesn't want to build that. What about down here? We don't want to go any further down there, to be honest. I think that's gonna be good. So as soon as you guys get back with these resources, where do I want to put a portal? You guys are gonna be fine here. Oh, there's something up here. So we will build a portal right here. Not enough mana to cast. Now let's do some power. There we go. Put another portal over here, and we will have our guys do a little step ladder up into this little region over here, which probably has a guardian. Usually places where I see doors like that tend to have guardians inside. Not always, but there's a good chance. And this portal's about to end. Where are you guys at? Don't go any further down than that. But we will continue going. Oh, this guy is sitting right on top of a mithril piece, so he just knows that I have to go in there and find him. That would be kind of a cool incentive, is if these guys were sitting on resources. Now, I could just use the powers, or the magic spell that I have that sucks all the blocks in a certain area into this like giant whirlwind of magic that sucks it back to my base to get that, so I wouldn't have to go in there and kill this guy every single time. But I think that would be a cool little incentive if these guys actually had either some resources sitting on top of them, or when you killed them, because they're diggers, they had eaten some kind of resource that is very valuable and therefore, highly sought after, and a lot of people would go out of their way to kill them. Because, like I've said many times before, I actually tend to leave them alive because they're so helpful. And maybe that's what the programmers were going for, because the big guy who comes in and, carves this entire area out for you, he kind of does the exact same thing. He's very, very helpful for you as well. Let's kill these guys off real quick. Let's put some scaffolding down to help these guys so they don't fall down as much. Where's the rest of my scaffolding? We need to pick that up. Oh, forget that light. We don't really need that light. He's almost done killing that. Okay, there we go. A little bit more scaffolding here. That's all that's in here is beholders. Well, we're gonna pick up all the goodies, the fireplace, the picture, a little bookshelf. This is actually a pretty neat room. Very well designed. I like the way it looks. And I like the brick wall too. I do like that I didn't build too much of the brick wall because I believe it used a lot of resources that I didn't really want to spend at the time. But because I got so much of it now, we are definitely going to build a room with that fairly soon here, as soon as we get a little bit of time to kind of just mess around and build a nice little area in our house and increase the comfort rating quite a bit. Yeah, they're gonna need more scaffolding. Let's do this. Pick up some of this. Put that down. There we go. We need to grab this as well. Can we grab that? Remove brick. There we go. And we got more coal over here. A little bit, not too much, but it does kind of lead us in the right direction. Let me zoom out and see how much darkness is left. A fair bit. I mean, this right here in the center will be pretty easy because we can come from both sides. We already have a little tunnel right here that just comes into it. What about over here? A little bit more darkness here. A little bit more down here. Not a whole lot of places for people to hide. So I'm guessing there's probably only one guardian left. And he's probably going to be over here somewhere, to be honest. This seems like the biggest area. I guess he could be hiding over here as well. But I think I did hear some kind of creature growling in this general vicinity. So he's probably going to be over here or over here. I can't remember exactly where it was at, to be honest. So we'll find out. But yeah, not looking too promising for more than one. Definitely not three, which is what I was kind of hoping for, which is unrealistic. But yeah, it's gonna be a long playthrough again, that's for sure. Let's grab this. We'll grab the scaffolding down here. We don't really need it down there for the time being. Let's put this up here. I think that's gonna be good enough. Yeah, they're gonna be able to get everything there. Okay, you guys are gonna be fine. A lot of good stuff down there. I love getting furniture. So much easier than making it. Did they get this chair? No, they didn't. Where are you guys going? Fine, I'll put a portal down. You guys want to go down the hard way. And you're climbing all the way down? Crazy people. Crazy dwarves. Stop doing it the hard way, guys. I built all these portals for you. I put all this scaffolding down for you, and then you... Oh my god, this guy's going to sleep. Is he gonna make it? I don't know if he is. He still has one more climb, and if he falls, he probably will not survive. Let's see it. You gonna do it? Go back to sleep. Oh my god, this is crazy. This guy's... Okay, let's come back up here. We need to concentrate on... Actually, I need to put some more food down. You guys are going through that like pigs. We need to concentrate on putting down the rest of the traps, which means we need more wood. And I don't think we have any more trees to chop down. Here we go. Thank you. Yes. That's going to be a lifesaver. You can come up here and grab this, and this one, and this. I don't think I want to get anything from this side. It's not enough. Let's see. Any more trees over here? A few, which is all I really need. Yeah, the trees are just not spawning nearly as quickly as I kind of want them to, because I go through so many traps in between, you know, each wave, and it's just kind of crazy. If I put down more of these Tesla towers, I could probably get away with using fewer and fewer traps. And I think I'm pretty close to being at the limit of not really needing to put down a whole bunch more. I think I could probably get away with putting down fewer, but you know, then my doors would take a bigger hit, and we may end up losing some Tesla towers. And so I kind of usually side on just putting down more traps, because it's cheaper to put down the traps than it is to build more towers. The towers are, you know, they use those resources that are fairly, you know, hard to get. And so I don't really like doing that. Let's put some more down over here in case the little dudes make it through, which they tend to do occasionally. We'll put one down right there. Can we even put them down here? Ooh, I did not know that. You can put them down on top of the fences, so they can get hit while they are going very, very slow. That's pretty cool, because again, the traps will hit anybody who's standing on top of it, and the fences slow them down. So when they hit that fence, there may be 2 or 3 or 4 guys standing on one block, all getting hit by one trap. And it's very, very cost efficient that way. So we may actually put down, and do we have them already down? Yes, we do. We may even put down a few more. For now, it's just going to be 1. Oh, you know what it is? You can't put down the fence once something else is already there. But once the fence is there, then you can put down a trap. That's interesting. I don't know if they meant it to be that way, or if that's kind of a bug. If they're going to change that later down the road. I know, like I said before, if there's a tree there, you can put a trap down. But if you put a trap down, most of the time, the tree won't grow. So if you do it in reverse, kind of like what I was saying before, where once there's already something there, you can put the trap, it tends to work out fairly decently for you. But you do kind of have to, I guess, plan ahead and make sure it's not like one of those little spur-of-the-moment things. And this little dude out here is just going through and getting rid of what little traps I have, like always. And like I said before, they always spawn right before the wave comes. And so I don't know if they did that on purpose, but if they did, that's genius. It's absolutely genius, because it just totally messes with you. And you really, really have to be prepared for it. Otherwise, you're just going to... Can I put some traps down here? Nope, cannot. That would have been funny, though. We'll put some traps down here, though. I did notice that some of my enemies made it this far last time. And so if they do, they're going to be in for a nice little surprise. And they're not going to enjoy it very much. But I will. I will definitely enjoy watching them die. And then, of course, We do need a few more traps here. Did they get some more wood yet? Yes, they did. A few more means more than 2. And we need, how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we need 4 more. Any more wood? Have they got the wood out here yet? They chopped it down, but they didn't pick it up. So minions to the rescue. Let's see, what about over here? They chopped the tree down. You can see he was running back. Nope, didn't pick it all up. Some more minions over here. Come on, go to work, guys. Why are you just floating there? There's plenty of stuff underneath you. Are these guys bugged out too? That's pretty weird. I've never seen them. Oh, okay, there you go. So they were just confused there for a minute. They don't know what to do. And now that they picked the stuff up, they're still just kind of hovering there. This guy right here still hasn't picked up his piece. There he goes. And there's still a few more pieces of wood. So yeah, I could have actually put down more minions. But, you know, we don't really need more, I don't think. I think that's going to be plenty for now. Let's make a few more traps. Man, I make tons and tons of traps. If there was an achievement for, you know, having like 10 million traps on a level, I think I would have achieved it by now. Let's put this down. I haven't actually seen how other players deal with their waves. I don't think they probably do this many traps, to be honest. I think I'm doing a little bit overkill on those. But I just enjoy watching them die as they walk over it. And then, of course, I love that idea of them, like, bowling their skeleton partners over it and just getting rid of all these traps. I think that would be a hugely funny thing. Because you can tell the programmers have a sense of humor. They put the tornado in here, and I think the tornado is one of the coolest things they put in the game. The fact that it picks the players up, and it picks the little minions up, and it picks up all the resources, and it destroys the ground, and it's just super realistic and very, very cool and very funny to watch. And it was completely, you know, unexpected. Like, when they said a desert level, I was like, oh, it's just going to be hot, and there's going to be very little water, and that's going to be the difficult part. Well, yeah, it does have that. It does have the common things that you would expect to be on the desert level. But I was not expecting tornadoes. Like, nothing about desert really, you know, screamed to me tornado. And yet, when you think about it, it does make sense, because anybody who's ever driven through, you know, a very dry region will see dust devils all over the place. And that's kind of what this has done, because there's so much sand. And I kind of wonder if there's a game mechanic in here that if you got rid of the majority of the sand on the surface, if you would stop having as many tornadoes. There might be something to that. I don't really see the tornadoes as often as I did earlier on in the game, and I'm not sure if that's mainly because I don't come to the surface all that often, to be honest, so maybe that's why I see it, you know, very, very rarely. But in the beginning, I remember seeing that stuff all over the place. Every, you know, 5 or 6 seconds, there was another one popping up, and it was a little ridiculous, but it was very, very cool. And I actually am perfectly fine with it being ridiculous. I love the way the tornadoes look. So if they wanted to add more in there, I would not be opposed to that at all. It'd be very hard to have like 15 tornadoes going on above the roof, but it would very much kind of promote you to get away from that area and kind of come below the surface and hide out and just be nice and safe and see like the end of the world going on upstairs, where the ground is slowly being, you know, eaten away, and the tornadoes are getting closer and closer and closer to your base, and you actually have to take like a proactive stance and go out there and brave the tornado. Maybe even like I remember like Zelda, you could get like different kind of boots and different kind of tunics and stuff towards some of the games that they created. Maybe have like boots that are very weighed down, because they have helmets where you can go and like swim in the water and you can breathe under the water for a long period of time. It would be kind of cool if they had boots that were really weighed down, so you wouldn't get sucked up into the tornado, which would allow you to work outside, but still maybe take damage from the wind and the debris that's in the tornado. And so there's still hazards of going out there, but it would make it easier so that you wouldn't have to worry about your guy being picked up and tossed like, you know, 50 feet away and stuff, which is, I think, would be kind of a cool, dangerous, very chaotic world. And maybe they will do that. Maybe they will take all the horrible, you know, dangers from each and every one of the levels and throw them all into just like this one heck level that's just, you know, very, very, very hostile. And you have to, you know, not only survive against the constant waves and the barrage of enemies that are just spawning all over the place, but you also have to, tend with nature itself, which is, out to get you or something, which I think is I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think, if you think that would be a cool idea, or if you like the kind of easy play where you don't really have to worry too much about nature or even the waves at a certain point, because it's true, after a certain point, you really don't have to contend with the waves too much. It's one of those things where at the early stages, they're a big pain in the butt. But once you get some Tesla towers up and you get things going along, it's pretty easy. It's not too difficult. And some people probably enjoy that because it gives you more time to sit there and build your house up and things of that sort, which I greatly enjoy doing. But there's an aspect to the game that's like the combat relatedness that I think is just really, really cool. And just seeing a level that's hostile would be amazing, even if I couldn't beat it, because it does sound like something that I would have a very, very hard time getting through, but very enjoyable to try at least. And maybe it's like the hardcore, like when you beat Diablo, you beat the whole game, you go back and play the entire game over again with like the same character that you had all leveled up, but now it's in hardcore mode, and even with all those levels and all that armor that you had, hardcore mode would just wipe the floor with me every single time. I eventually beat it, but it was really, really difficult for me to beat, especially as like a Necro. If you were going to play that kind of class where, Diablo himself would cast this big spell which would just get rid of all your pets and just negate all the points that you had put into the whole game. And if you didn't make your Necro very well-rounded and actually have other spells besides his pets and his minions, you were doomed. So yeah, I do see having a very difficult part of your game appealing, because a lot of games do that, and it's very well received for the most part. A lot of people like that kind of thing. So we have 28 seconds before the next wave comes. Let's see, where do I want to go next after this wave? I think I'm going to come over here. I think I'm going to check this little area out on the next episode, but it may not be there. It may be over here, because this is a nice little chunk as well. So we will continue after we check this area out. We'll come back down here and probably just do a straight line right across. And I forgot to check my dwarves' life, so they were just going to have to contend with what they have. Let me see. Okay, I did build this guy one weapon, so we're going to replace that. Nope, no better stuff. What about armor? Everybody's good. Okay. Let's see, we got one on the left, which is not bad. Got a couple big guys coming out of it, which is a good sign. Got another one on the right, and another one on the left. So 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And we're very, very close to getting to level 13. If I built the railroad tracks like they wanted me to, which would give me a lot of experience for the quest, as you can see right here, 25.6k, that would probably level me up. But I don't really want to do that. I'm not in a rush to get there yet, because I'm at 47,000 out of 51,000. So that definitely would level me up. Let's see, this should kill most of these guys off. I do kind of like having this little ledge right here, because what it does... Oh, one of my dwarves died? No, what are you guys doing down here? Oh my god, you guys are idiots. Why are you down here? That's because I removed those signs. I'm stupid. That's completely my fault. I thought they could handle the situation of not coming down here, but I am completely wrong on that one. That's my bad, guys. That's me being stupid. Trusting dwarves not to be stupid, and that's definitely something you don't want to do. Did they die? Yep, I think he did die. Ugh, that sucks. Can he not leave? Let's see if I can get him out of here. At least he can climb up. Where are these guys going? No! Come on, get up, get up, get up. And I can't even watch what's going on upstairs because these guys are idiots. And it's probably costing me a Tesla tower. Come on, get up here. I need to go up there and make sure my towers are okay. There we go. God, I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. Yep, they're just flying underneath, but thankfully with 2 towers, it's not really an issue. Let's get rid of this scaffolding. Hate you, dwarves. You're dwarves. Sucks so bad, guys. You guys tick me off so much. You're actually making me hate you now. Oh, that was just horrible. I can't believe I lost another guy. I thought I was like, this is going to be the end of the level. I'm pretty close. I won't lose any more guys. And nope, sure enough, they do something stupid that I was not expecting. That's what happens. You give them a little bit of trust, a little bit of rope, and they hang themselves every single time. They definitely are very funny to watch. It's actually kind of interesting. And again, I'm not close enough to actually attack them when they stand right here. These things just don't hit them. They have to be like right here on top. I don't know if getting rid of this little piece of dirt right here and putting a door will help out or not. But that's why they always break through, no matter how strong this door is, because they're not willing to attack. I wonder why that is. It's just weird. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, they're gonna break through. Come on, guys. Let's get over here. This thing over here is fine. You don't have to worry about that. Get over here. Get over here, guys. I hate to send them in because there's this big guy right here with the mace, and he's just gonna destroy my guys. But we'll see. Finally got them all coming over. Oh, they're gonna break through the door. They're gonna break it down. Stop them. I don't want to replace it again. And some of these doors, if they're destroyed by the enemy, have a chance, I've seen, of being completely destroyed, and all you get is like little pieces of it, you know, like iron or whatever. Why some of them, when they're destroyed, will just fall down as doors. And I don't know, again, if that's a bug or if it was supposed to be completely random, where occasionally you'll just get the item back and other times it will get destroyed. Or maybe it has a certain amount of times it could be destroyed before it falls apart. I don't know what the issue with that is. It does throw in a little bit of randomness that is kind of enjoyable at times, because you just never know. Like, you can't just expect that, oh, they shot my door down, I'll go ahead and put another one up. You know, because when they actually destroy it, you're like, no. You gotta, like, get the resources back to rebuild it and everything else. So it's very, very cool. Let's put some minions to help with that. And we just got all these traps put down, and now it's time to do it all over again. So I may end up putting more towers down. I think I'll probably do that a little bit more. In fact, if I put a tower up here, it may help to shoot this guy down, or at least drag the attention up here a little bit more and cause these guys to attack. I think that's the key, is if they can attack at least one guy standing here, it ricochets off of the other ones and eventually kills them. So I need to be able to draw them up here a little bit more. And so I may try putting a tower here. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try something on the next couple episodes here. So again, guys, if you like these episodes, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. I love hearing back from you guys. The comments that you guys have been leaving lately have been amazing. I love the ideas. I love the inspiration that you guys give me on tips and things to try out. Just the constant encouragement, because you guys have been just amazing as viewers, and I definitely appreciate that. So big shout out to all of you guys. And again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you